Hey, church. It's
Hey.
yeah, we're both here, right? You're here. Here's the deal. In this time when all sorts of churches are starting to film things and put streaming services together and stuff like that, we have recognized that we're a low-tech church, so to speak. And I hate being on video. I hate it. There's a lot of reasons why we don't film sermons, but one of them is that I hate it. I hate it. So anyway, now that I've said that, let's talk about more important things. Um, this is a crazy season. We are facing new details of the spread of this coronavirus every day. Obviously, the government and the authorities have taken some extreme measures now to try to slow down the spread of it. And so we've got this restriction. We can't have groups of 10 or more. In respect for that restriction, the Life Center has closed essentially for gatherings for the next 2 weeks, especially gatherings of 10 or more people. So we just wanted to chat with you a bit about how we are going to continue to be the church in this time. It's so important to us to remember being the church doesn't depend on having a place to meet. It doesn't depend on being able to meet in large groups. It certainly doesn't depend on being able to hear Mike Wright preach or Stephen Newhall sing. Being the church is something that Jesus won for us by his death on the cross. He has made every believer into a priest. And so we can minister the gospel to one another in this time. We can show the world what his peace and his love looks like, um, even when there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of challenges coming our way. So, for some practical steps of how we're going to do that, Stephen, will you share a little bit?
Yeah. So obviously, since we can't gather as a large church for the next 2 weeks, the Life Center will be closed. We will not be coming together at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings. We still believe that is a fundamentally vital time for the life of our church. So what we're going to be doing is sending home what we have just now decided to call Liturgy of the Home.
That's good.
Yeah.
Stephen just decided that.
Yeah.
Tell us about the liturgy of the home.
Sure. Um, so these will be a series of prayers, scriptures to read, prompts. I'm shaking the camera. We're so not good at this. So prayers, scriptures to read, prompts of questions to ask one another, and sermon audio as well. And we'll ask every member of LCC to engage this liturgy on Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Now, this might seem an odd stipulation to kind of set a time for you to do something in your own home, but as we engage this liturgy together, we want to be reminded in every moment that we're doing it that the global church, though not gathered together, is still wholly unified in substance, in nature, in kind. And so, as we do this, be encouraged that there are members of your church, members of the global church, who are meeting in creative ways to look to the same God, be enlightened by the same Spirit, and worship the same Jesus, who is the head of this church. And so we'll be sending those out through our website, through our Facebook page, through email. We're going to do whatever we can to get it into your hands so that you can gather with your families, invite a few people over, just keep it under 10, to engage this liturgy together. And we can really lean into this season, asking God what it is he wants to show us in this turbulent time where we're just kind of confused, but we choose to trust his providence, his sovereignty, and his good plan for his people amidst all of the confusion. So we're really eager to see what he's going to do and who's going to call us to be in this time.
Yeah. We also recognize that some of you are not going to be able to gather with other people. Either you are at risk, or you're anxious, or circumstances just don't allow you to do that. So I'm going to be hosting a Zoom call at that same time. We don't expect that many of you to show up, but all are welcome to be a part of that Zoom call. And what I'm going to do is um, walk through the liturgy that we're putting together for Sunday. It's going to follow a lot of the same things that we do on a typical Sunday together. So that's one thing that we can do to continue our practice of worship and celebrating the gospel together. So we're gonna try this out and see how it goes, and we're learning along the way. But Stephen, is Littleton Christian Church closed for the next 2 weeks?
It is not.
It's not closed.
No.
In fact, where are we right now?
In our office.
That's right.
So we are available. We are eager to help. Whatever needs you might have, we want to creatively meet those. And so continue to reach out to me. Continue to reach out to Mike. Continue to email alongside at littletonchristian.com as needs arise during the season. And we will continue to be the church. We will continue to take care of one another as best we can, and as God allows us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're excited about this time. This gives us an opportunity to remember who we really are as a church. A lot of churches that we love and respect are going to great lengths to stream their services and put things on, and I'm so happy that that's happening. And if that's something that would be helpful for you, there's some great churches that are going to put some great services online for you to watch and participate in. Um, One thing that makes Littleton Christian Church special is the relationships that we have with one another. We know each other's names. We connect with each other. It's not about performance. One thing that's really important.
Clearly.
One thing that's really important even when we do gather is we want, for example, when we sing together, we believe that the band that's on stage is the accompaniment for the congregation. The congregation is the worship team. So let's be the worship team together in this time. Let's engage the scriptures together. Parents, this is a great opportunity for you to remind your kids what is deeply and truly important to you. That even when major circumstances change, your God remains the same, and you can continue to pursue him. And when you come together in his name, he's there with you. So we're going to lean into that. We're going to trust in the promises that the Lord has made to us in this season. You guys, we get to celebrate and apply the gospel of Jesus Christ as we love God, love each other, and love our neighbor during this season in a special way. This is not a limitation on our celebration and application of the gospel. This is not a limitation on our love. This is actually a great opportunity for those things. So let's show the world who our King is. We love you guys.
Love you a lot.
Bye.
See ya.